come from, but I'm loving it. I've got to tell you, I'm loving it because Jono Carroll seems it doesn't matter who you fight, you are just bang up for it. All of a sudden, you change into this completely different person. Both of you, two of the nicest guys I've ever met. Like this is, say personal. This is personal for your careers because this is absolute must win for both of you. Must win. And we've seen you out in Philadelphia getting ready with Tevin Farmer. And that was a guy you two wanted to strangle each other before you fight. Now you're staying in his house. So we don't know if you'll end up in Bury in a few weeks' time after the fight, having some fish and chips with Scott Quigg. But for now, this fight is absolute must-win for you guys. And I know you're looking to go in there and do a job on Scott Quigg on March 7th.
Yeah, most definitely. First of all, I just want to thank Eddie, obviously, Adam, for having me on such a big show. So I'm finally topping the bill again, you know. MTK Global for guiding my career. It's this to me, I thought after Saudi got cancelled, I genuinely thought Scott was at the bottom, and that's where I kind of have got personal. I didn't know issues with Scott or anything. I was just thinking, he banging on about that. I did not drink alcohol on Christmas because he bought it. You know what I mean? But this to me is definitely a career shift. You know, I've always wanted top bills. Always wanted top bills. Like I remember sitting in this exact arena I was going to fight in when Scott fought Kiko Martinez. I remember sitting there just thinking, I can't wait till that's me. You know, like it's one of them things now I'm finally here. You know what I mean? The same Andy Cole, I fought on this show under his cards. I just always wanted, I can't wait till that's my face up there, airbrush or not. I'm delighted that's up there. You know what I mean? I'm just delighted to be top of these bills. And like you said, you know me personally, I'm a really nice fella. I have no personal beef for anybody, and this is strictly business to me, you know. Tevin Farmer, I was more than happy to go out and help him when he rang me to go out to Philadelphia to help him for his fight with Jojo Diaz, which is going to be a fantastic fight. So make sure you tune on for that one. That's going to be amazing. I'm actually half disappointed I'm not going to be there and be able to watch it live as well, because now I've got to go ahead for my own fight, so I'm going to be going back to Spain, working my ass off to smash Scott Quigg up. So the thing is, I've been over here the day after Christmas. I left at 4 o'clock in the morning to go over to Philadelphia to help Tevin Farmer. I didn't even see my baby play with toys because we had so much to do on Christmas Day. We went out for dinner and that. I haven't even seen my baby play with toys that we got for Christmas. So that's how much I want this sport, you know. I want to gain as much experience as possible. And we're going over and doing that camp with Tevin Farmer. It was just a real eye-opener for me, you know. I welcome failure. A lot of boxers don't. I welcome failure. I like when I fail sometimes because it means that I'm pushing myself hard enough. You know what I mean? I'm going for my goals. I don't want to go through my whole career and not have lost. So that loss to Tevin Farmer, it was something that, I don't know, it woke me up, to start that fire again in my belly. You know what I mean? When you're fighting these people that you're beating all the time, that's not fun to me. The reason I'm a boxer is to test myself and be the best fighter I can possibly be. And that's why I jumped at the Tevin Farmer fight. I'm now jumping at the Scott Quigg fight. Anything that's going to push me mentally, physically, I'm 100% game for. Because that's why I'm in the sport of boxing. And that's why boxing is so great. You know what I mean? It keeps me disciplined, it keeps me focused, it gives me guidance in my life and in my career. This is going to be a fantastic fight. You know, I've been over there, it was like some Apollo Creed and Rocky shit, you know, sitting there watching the fight back with Tevin Farmer. And he was telling me some things that I should have done right, but some things that I was doing right, and then some things that I was doing too much. You know what I mean? He was saying, look, you're being greedy there, mate, you're being greedy, I capitalised on you there. And I swallowed the pill, I was being greedy at times. You know, when I caught him and I kept walking, there was times where they were just arm punches. So then, from the spar, even from the first spar that I had with Tevin Farmer to the last spar, I was almost a different fighter from being over there. Because I challenged myself mentally, physically, and I pushed myself every day. I'm still trying. Some people go away and camps. I've had it with my own sparring partners, and they just spar. You know, I was trying twice a day when I was over there. I wanted to push Tevin Farmer to his max. Every time we had a spar, because I'm no sparring partner for anybody. You know what I mean? So even in the spar, I want to take Tevin's head off. Tevin knew that. You know what I mean? I want to push myself and push himself. And Tevin's definitely ready for his fight. But I was doing 8 rounds with Tevin at times. The man was sparring 14 rounds and all, you know? But then there was one time, the other sparring partner didn't show up, and I done 8 rounds, not a bother, but a world champion. This is last week. You know what I mean? So, for me, I'm already fit right now. This is just going to be fine tuning, you know what I mean? This is, it's amazing. Obviously, I was disappointed that the fight didn't happen in Saudi Arabia because it was such a big deal and everything else. But now the fact that I'm top of the bill, this is what I want. This is what I want for my own career, to be top of these bills. But the fact that then I got the experience of being over there with Kevin and gaining all that knowledge that I gained over there, I'm going to be a much more completed fighter, for sure. You're going to see different parts of my game, because there was times where, obviously Jojo Diaz is a former Olympian, and he can fight, he can bang, but he can also box. So I was watching him a lot, and I was trying to do all the things that he does. So there was times in the sparring where I was boxing, and Tevin will tell you himself, I was out boxing Tevin at times. Whereas there was times I thought in the fight, I have to just go to war with him, I have to try to come into a fight to win this fight. But there was times I could outbox Tevin. So, and now I'm like, why didn't I do that in the fight? Why didn't I? So there's, from being over there, I've gained so much knowledge and so much experience that I now know that I'm at that world level. You know what I mean? Before the Tevin Farmer fight, I was half like, am I jumping into this too early? But then at the same time, the way I push myself mentally and physically, I like being there too early to then fail, to then rebuild and be a better fighter. So I don't mind that maybe we took it too early, maybe it wasn't experienced enough. Because like if I take away my 2 fights in Australia, which I had 2 fights in 4 years, you know, and then I had the Declan Gallagher fight and I had the 3 fights in prize fighter. That's 3-minute rounds, that's technically amateur bouts. Like if you take them 5 fights away, like realistically, I went into the 10th round for like 11 professional fights. You know, so maybe it was too early in my career, but in the back of my head I was kind of thinking, am I world level yet? But then the fight that I put up, everyone was saying, yeah, I may have lost the fight, but you can see I'm world level. You know, I pushed myself to the max, physically, mentally, I pushed him to the max, physically and mentally also. And then being over there, I know I'm a really good boxer as well. Kevin was like, man, you can seriously box. And I was like, yeah, I know. I was fighting you as counter-puncher, so I had to come forward and go to war. So you're going to see a whole different game from me. If I want to step at Scott Quigg and destroy him on the inside, which I will do, I will do that. If I want to outbox him, I will do that. I just feel that I'm faster hands, I'm the naturally bigger man, I'm faster footwork, everything. I just think I'm a better boxer than Scott Quigg, but at the same time, he's probably a bigger name right now, and that's what I want. So I'm really looking forward to this fight. Don't miss it, don't blink, because this could be over in a heartbeat. It's going to be a great night, I cannot wait.
Just quickly on those styles, obviously Scott Quigg's style is very different to Tevin Farmer's style as well. A lot of people just saying this is going to be an absolute all-out war. You know, Scott Quigg loves to come forward, loves to exchange, you know, heavy puncher himself. You see that obviously the differences between the styles of Tevin Farmer and Scott Quigg are vast. But do you see this going to the trenches? Do you see this being a war? We know you said you're capable of doing both, but we also know you love to scrap as well.
Yeah, most definitely. Everyone that ever watched one of my fights, even when I'm trying to box, I still go to war. You know what I mean? I think it's just the Irish blood me or something. I don't know what it is. I just like to go to war sometimes. And then at the same time, it's like.
Do you win that way against Quigg as well? If you
yeah, most definitely I win that way against Quigg because I throw the third highest punches in title history. It's like 1,200 punches or something in that weight division. Manny Pacquiao was at that weight division. That means I throw more punches than Manny Pacquiao in fights. Quigg probably throws about 11 shots around. You know what I mean? I'm the one going to make this fight exciting. I'm the one who's fresher, younger fighter, the hungry man. I want what he's already gained and what he's already accomplished. I want world titles, and I will gain world titles, and I'm 100% going to get world titles, either 2020 or 2021. Mark my words, man. And I don't say things just for the sake of saying things. Anything that I say I'm going to do, I always accomplish in my life. You know, many times people say, oh, you can't do that, or don't do that. Like prize fighter, for one example, I got told by 1 or 2 people, don't do that. And I actually got told to not take the Declan Gallagher fight. This is a setup, mate. You know you're going to lose this fight. And I said, yeah, but it's an opportunity. You know what I mean? When opportunities come up in life, you need to take them with both hands. And I've done them my whole career. Like, there's never one time that I've turned down a fight and said, no, I don't want to fight him because I think he's too good. No, if I think he's too good, it's going to make me work harder in training. You know, so I'm prepared for Scott Quigg to go to war, and I'm not going to prepare for the Scott Quigg that fought maybe Valdez now. When I'm prepared for the world champion Scott Quigg, the very best in him. And I hope he comes with his best, because I know I'm going to become my best.
Thank you, Jono. Scott, welcome. It's been a long time since you've been sitting here, a long time. You had to listen to that, your thoughts on firstly being back.
I was trying to work because my parking ticket was never going to go out.
Firstly being back in Manchester, obviously you've had a huge amount of time in America, with Freddie Roach back now with Joe Gallagher and the boys. This is a big moment for you, big night. You've experienced the highs and lows of becoming a world champion, losing the unified bout here in this city, and as I said to Jono, absolute must-win fight for you on March 7th.
Yeah, definitely. First of all, it's good to be back. Back in Manchester, exciting. Been out of the ring a long time. Very frustrating time. But through all that frustration now, I'm back with Joe, and really looking forward to March 7th.
Obviously, this fight is one that I know you so well. You love to fight, and I know that how gutted you were when the Saudi fight fell through as well. But you always wanted to reschedule this fight because not just for things that have been said by Jono, but this is a fight that you fancy and you see that can be so exciting stylistically as well.
Yeah, we're right now. Obviously, we're very frustrating with me with the injury, and I fell through on the Saudi show. But no, this is a fight that really excites me. He's gonna, say what he said, but he's gonna come, try and have a go, but he'll get demolished. And it's as simple as that. I come, light swallow fight, gonna entertain the crowd, and 2020 it'll be a very successful year for me.
Is there no secrets in this fight in terms of the tactics and the style, seek and destroy of Jono Carroll? I mean, he talked about the different parts of his game and the ability to box and move or stand and have a war. We're going to see the same Scott Quigg who's going to come and try and do a job on Jono Carroll, like you did to Kiko Martinez in the same arena.
Yeah, I mean, there's no secrets, to be honest with you. I'm going to come, get in the middle of that ring, and then if he wants to come and have it, I don't think he will, though, to be honest with you. I think he'll be on the bike.
We will, don't worry, pal. We will.
Other than that, like I said, I'll be there. I'll come to fight, and we'll see if he backs up everything he's saying.
Do you feel that you're at another level to Jono Carroll? I mean, you have boxed, say, at a high level consistently. Of course, he's had a great performance against Tevin Farmer as the IBF mandatory as well, but you have been at that world level as a world champion for a long time. Still got stuff to prove, having been out for so long. I guess the question marks now are, does Scott Quigg still have it? Is this the right time for Jono Carroll? And I guess you've got a lot to prove to yourself and to those people to get yourself back in contention to fight for the world title.
Yeah, we're right there. Obviously, I boxed at a high level. My career, I've been world champion. I know I still got it. I know I can still do it. Obviously, when I was out in the wildcard training over there, the way I was preparing for fights over there, the sparring I was doing, I know I still got it, and I'm improving. And on myself, everybody, all the doubters, everybody who rightly so questions to see as he's still with being out of the ring so long. I'll show them that there's still plenty left in the tank.
Thank you, Scott. Finally, I'll ask both guys predictions for the fight. Obviously, it's for with Jono. Talk about the different styles that you might bring to this fight. Do you get Scott Quigg out there inside the distance, or is it a case of any which way on March 7th?
Any which way, of course. I never say I'm not going to say out that because I'm not a big puncher, I'm a volume puncher. What I am working on my game is sitting down with these shots and starting to work with these shots. And the problem that it was when I fought Tevin Farmer was we throwing too many shots and they weren't quality shots. And I learned a lot from that loss. I gained a lot of experience from that. So I'm looking to bring a different aspect completely to my game. Sit down on some shots, hoard with some shots, and push Scott back as well. Because Scott Quigg is a good come forward fighter, but what happens to Scott Quigg when he gets pushed on the back foot? We're going to answer all these questions, and you're all going to see. And one thing we'll just have to question is, what does he feel that has changed training? To me, that's weakness in the mind, that's weakness in the head. He changed training before such a big fight. I don't know, I was going back to Joe was an amazing trainer, but at the same time, that's weakness in my own opinion. I don't know. be a bad mistake, mate.
Scott, weakness in the mind, how does it go for you on March the 7th? Do you take Jono Carroll out?
Take Jono Carroll out and get my hand raised, and then we move on. Simple as that.
Thank you. Jono Carroll, Scott Quigg, March the 7th, main event at Manchester Arena. Plenty more announcements coming over the next few days on this card as well. This is a classic fight. Two great fighters looking for another shot at the World Championship. They must win on March the 7th live on Sky Sports. We're going to have head-to-head with these two guys up here now, and we'll see you very soon for Fight Week in Manchester. Thank you.
Face to face, Cheers, boys. Good luck.